Hey all, and welcome back for another round of HellfireComms Patreon TV comms. We've got something a bit special for you all today, a bit unusual, a 3-part OVA series by the name of Mazinkaiser SKL. Now, this is a spin-off of a sequel, essentially. It's from the Mazinger Mecha line of anime and manga. Mazinkaiser SKL is a sequel to Go Nagai's Mazinkaiser, which was actually a spin-off of Mazinger Z. God, there's so many, subtitles and
oh yeah,
drop-down things. It's kind of throwing me for a loop here. But these were commissioned by Frost Samurai, same dude who did Sun Vulcan. So I had to get Tanner in for this one. Not by his choice. I just said do this. He said okay.
Oh yeah, and you know what? I love me some mecha, but I've never actually watched some of the mecha greats, such as the Mazinger series, so I'm excited to take a look.
Alright, if you guys need help syncing stuff, check the video description. There's a bunch of handy-dandy information in there. So here we go. Episode 1 of Mazinkaiser SKL in 3, 2, 1. Okie dokie, and we're off. It's actually not too old of an anime. This came out in 2010. Wait, that was the manga. This came out 2011. It's a good job I double-checked that.
Because I was thinking when we were doing this, I did a bit of research, and I'm like, okay, are we watching the old Mazinger? Because I tried to watch some old mecha stuff, and I had a very tough time because old anime, when you go back a little too far, is kind of difficult to get through.
Yeah, they had 5 frames for every new decade.
My favorite thing is when you can literally see the animator's hand that they leave on the camera between frames. It's great.
Pretty sick nicknames. Kind of Zoid-esque, if you will. Red shirts, a Star Trek reference. Keep that in mind for when Tanner and I cover Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan.
Okay, smeghead is my favorite insult that I think I've ever seen. It makes no sense, but it sounds so good.
Did a bunch of fucking Red Dwarf fans localize this?
Well, I think the English studio is Media Blasters, which I'm pretty sure they're one of the studios that like to play up their subtitles with references and stuff.
Okay. There it is. Again, Smeghead. I can do that. I can press a button that stops things.
So I've definitely watched some compilations of the Mazinger and Mazinkaiser super moves, because I like to watch those Super Robot Wars compilations where they just do all the super moves. And if I'm correct, the crew of the Mazinkaiser are not good people, which you can sort of see by some of the ruffians in this room.
When are we gonna get to the giant robots?
Not now, it's plane time.
Okay. CG plane time. How you feeling about that new CG Dragon Ball Super movie, Tanner?
You know, there's good and bad to CG for anime. I just depends on how they use it. If they do it for crazy camera angles in the fights, then sure. But if it's just a slice of life, like they're making it kind of sound like is the focus, I'm like, why make that CG? I don't get it.
A good thing with OVAs, I kind of bitch about not getting to the giant robots right away. Oh my god. Maybe we should have got there a little bit quicker. It's the fact you can take the time to, set up tension, build atmosphere and whatnot, and just shiv everyone with blasts through the mainframe.
Just immediately, the entire crew just gets Kingdom Hearts desperation moved.
You had one job to stop the engine. Look at you now. I'm sorry, are you flying ahead?
I sure wonder what that's gonna become. Well, there's our giant robots. Okay, I was a bit worried when the ship was CG that we get CG giant robots, but no, thankfully, they are in proper animated form.
You know, I'm gonna cut the artist some slack when it comes to, like, moving vehicles and whatnot. That's a lot of parts to take into account. It's like having to draw Cell on each new frame, you know? There's a reason he hasn't showed up in Dragon Ball much, and Frieza's always, like, taking the headline, because he's a fucking hard fucker to draw. But, you know, with main characters like this, regular humans and robots, just animate it normally.
I remember even as a kid, I was so disappointed when the Transformers anime moved from the robots being 2D to the robots being 3D.
Okay, were you a cyborg giant robot?
It's my favorite trope! The big, dirty, tattered cape!
That's me, I'm on the box. Yeah, we got Ken Kaido and we got Ryo Megami.
You guys might want to turn some lights on in there. It's a little dark.
I'm gonna see if I can figure out who voices these fuckers. First, I'm gonna look at Ken's Ryo. Crow Hogan in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds.
Oh, yeah.
Mazinkaiser SKL, obviously. Blader Guy in Beyblade Shogun Steel.
Yo, I'm kind of loving the Guilty Gear guitar right now.
Nice. I'll go back to that after I've watched this OP.
So, this is Go Nagai, and the one thing I know about Go Nagai is that he was a pioneer of a couple sort of genres that became anime staples. One of which is, like, ridiculously dark anime. He made Devilman, which if anyone's seen, Devilman Crybaby, you know where that goes.
We have, actually. There's a full series of commentaries on the YouTube channel.
So he really sort of popularized hyper dark, hyper edgy anime. He also apparently, and I just learned that while researching for this, he invented the ecchi genre. He was the first guy to say, yo, what if we just put in like tons of sexual situations for comedy? He invented that for anime. What a Chad.
Just lads having fun, really, that's all it is.
In the mecha, out of the mecha, everyone has fun.
Why'd you throw a fucking dagger into my head? This isn't Castlevania. Def Caprice, that's my stand.
I was gonna say, that's what I ordered at the Italian restaurant down the road.
I'm still looking. I'm trying to see if there's any JoJo in here.
Of course, everyone's a JoJo at some point.
Just a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh, really. Oh, he was Hank McCoy in X-Men Days of Future Past.
They're so cool, they don't sit at the table. They brood on the wall.
How dare they not sit on my cushioned seats? Just a hard cut to rock. Butt rock.
I'm very happy they modeled breasts on these giant robots. Only Japan would.
Oh, are these like the Amazons and whatnot then?
Okay, they look straight out of, like, Saint Seiya.
I'm here.
He's just Guts as a mech, isn't he?
Oh, I love it.
Okay, hold up. That looks like Soul Edge almost. Like, specifically, like, the spikes coming out of it, all I see is Soul Edge.
Oh, interesting. It, like, slides back and whatnot. Ah, that's a practical way of doing it, I guess.
It's Mario Kart Double Dash.
Hell yeah. If Nintendo weren't cowards, we'd have a fucking Mario Kart mech thing like this. This is goddamn ridiculous. Thank you, Frost Samurai, for brightening up my evening by commissioning this.
I just have a big smile on my face. Like, I'm gonna be real, the story is going over my head a bit, but the imagery is making me just go, God, I love media.
Oh, this is some Eki time.
Yeah, I just gotta have a little bit. It's okay, she has that see-through scarf to cover up the important bits.
He's so cool. I'm hearing so many familiar voices, but when I go to look them up on the Wikipedia, they are not connected to anything I know. Does that make me a racist?
No, you know what it might be? I do know that some actors for anime will go under pseudonyms if they don't want to be seen as betraying a studio or something.
Right.
So there might be cases where it is someone, but they don't want to be either headhunted or seen as betraying a studio or franchise.
Okay. Well, I can tell you that the guy who plays Megami is Sai in Naruto, but that's about it, really.
Oh yeah. Nice thing about OVAs too, they just get way more budget.
Oh, yeah.
So there's never a moment where you're like, oh, this is where they cut down, the animation budget. It's like, no, everything's it's going.
I don't know, man. You seem like the guy's. Yeah, you drive away in your tank robot.
That guy gives me big Keaton vibes from Gurren Lagann there. The hyper hot-blooded blonde guy.
I think we've actually got that on the docket as well.
Oh. Have you watched Gurren Lagann?
I haven't. I've seen the pivotal scenes, but never the show itself.
It's such a love letter to, like, Mazinger and everything that built up the genre. It's so good.
Now, we were talking about the budget. They use CGI for those robots on the horizon, though.
I don't mind when it's, like, stuff far away or, little background elements, but I don't want to see it as the focus. God, these are such Go Nagai designs. You take one look at their hair and you're like, yep, that's a Go Nagai character.
Why do you get the yellow text? Just the way it rolls, baby. What?
Okay,
Hard cut to thrusting.
that's the closest thrusting I've ever seen on a camera.
Right now, it's floozy time.
I like how it's like he literally fled from battle and it's like, I'm gonna go back to my cave of gyrating women.
Jesus.
Well, he's charismatic, I'll give him that.
Kinda have to be in this business. Everyone and their mother has a giant robot. I thought at a distance this guy was fucking a robot sitting on a throne.
I actually thought he was a mecha too, but no, he's just very stone-faced. Yo, when can I get an Orochi chair? That'd be sick.
You haven't turned it yet. You need 10 plus years of commentary before you get your mech, or your throne. Either or, really, you have to pick.
Ah, damn it, I want both.
Take my hand, and you too shall be an Amazon.
By touching my hand, you are now contractually obliged to wear the white outfit as well.
Okay, this is very clearly not a computer thing. How are you doing this?
It's, special bottled water.
Fucking Megatron from Transformers Armada.
That's exactly what he was looking at. Like, there's one specific Transformer he looked a lot like. Oh, so it's Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
I thought that dude on the throne looked familiar.
I was gonna say, that dude looks a lot like, the big bomb-throwing fat guy in Dynasty Warriors. So if they wipe off the Earth's, magnetic field, would people just start floating into space? Is that how it works?
Be fun to watch. Let's do it as a joke, haha.
Yeah, just as a prank. God, in the year 3000, YouTube will still be around, and there'll be Jake Paul the Fourth putting up videos like turning off the gravity at my friend's spaceship prank gone wrong.
Oh, Jesus. Among Us in real life. They were all CGI. God damn them. Couldn't they afford a budget?
To quote a Nintendo Power joke, they are in 3D and thus must be destroyed.
Leader of the Garan army. Well, Garan. He's voiced by Banjo Ginga in Japanese.
That name sounds familiar.
Let's have a look here. Lupin the Third, Part 3, Arnold Usa. Saint Seiya, Cassius and Django.
Okay, yeah.
He played Doctor in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Ah, my favorite character.
He was Axe Morgan in One Piece.
Oh, okay, that's a pretty big character.
And obviously we had Kiba, who I assume is the blonde-haired dude, so I'll look him up.
Mm-hmm.
Nobuyuki Hiyama. Very familiar sounding thing. Oh my god, he has so many credits.
Okay, all the girl robots have either Mega Man Zero swords or Mega Busters, and this is great.
Ah, he was Black War Greymon.
Oh, sick. Oh.
That's not cool, man.
Dude, it's a robot.
No touching. I am ahead.
Okay, that looks like a mecha version of Slifer the Sky Dragon.
Yeah, they had car games on motorbikes. Why not card games in robot heads?
Frick, that'd be rad.
Oh, another One Piece thing. Kiba's voice actor was Mr. Free.
Oh, wow. That's a very different voice.
There's so many credits here, it's actually giving me anxiety, so I'm just going to close that.
Yeah, it's like some actors in Japan, it's like they never, ever ever stop. They are just always, every day, doing another role.
And we've been with Yuki for a while here. Let's see what she's all about. Scrolling down, scrolling down. Not exactly. Oh, she was Fubuki in One Punch Man.
Okay, yeah. He's literally emerging from hell. Oh, that's sick.
This is the part where you die.
Oh, is it? Yeah, rocket punch!
I have one thing you don't have. Detachable hands.
I just wanted to say, I'm gonna send my right hand after you.
Your right hand comes off.
Yeah, there you go. Then he shoots him in the face with his hand. Yeah, send those gross girls off the field. Just gonna be us and the boys.
What function does the pigtail serve? The drills, even.
Their intimidation, right? They look at her and go like, "Oh man, she's obviously very rich. I can't afford to look bad in front of her."
Oh no. I was so hoping Mech would get slugged in the face after she said that. Can someone get rid of him already?
Yeah, he needs to calm down. He's making it weird. He's also making it weird.
Eki, remember Eki?
He invented the genre. Well, that's one way to do it. Just slice them all. Oh! It's okay. Out of all the characters, I feel no sadness for him getting completely squanched.
I would just do that all day. Even if I didn't need to switch modes. Oh, that's amazing.
I do like how it seems like each of them has their preferred weapon. That's sick. I like him having little, like, PlayStation 2 gun-con controllers in there that he gets to gun-kata himself with.
Big fan of the movie Equilibrium.
This is so cool!
Me causing a scene at the local arcade trying to play two things of Time Crisis at once. Maybe if he actually helped, he would have made a difference.
God, Japan really gets hard rock. I feel like they get it more than the West sometimes.
Sword time, baby.
You know, I like how he's being respectful and not shooting his little hip guns at the same time as using his sword.
Aww.
Oh, it has feet!
Oh, is this a kickboxing robot?
Yo, he just pressed the taunt button.
It can be repaired.
Headbutts are cool, but they're actually so bad for mechs because you actually damage your own mech while doing it.
No, not the head. If only there was a replacement for the thing.
Oh no, it's choking us? Do we have, like, lines there that we need to protect? No? Okay.
Shut up.
That's so cool!
There's going to be a very reactionary commentary, I hope you realise. Three Kingdoms, whoosh. Sword being carried by punch flying arm, yes.
I just love his, when we see a god, we gotta kill it.
Bye-bye.
Yo, in sync with the music. Oh, bruh.
I respect guys who fully pay into the aesthetic they've made for themselves.
Oh yeah, no. As soon as they, like, got the skull ship, they were like, alright, this is our life now, and we are never, ever dropping this.
Fucking raw. Now let's watch a sick ED.
Again, like, I have no context for the story, really, but just the imagery of the post-apocalyptic and the giant robots and the gun kata, I'm all here for that. I'm a big fan of when sword guy and gun guy are, friends with each other in media, cause then you got all bases covered.
You got fighting inside the mechs, you got fighting outside of the mechs. Total package, really.
So, okay, I've seen that female robot in the opening and ending now, and it looks straight out of Devilman.
Well, you know whose work we're watching here, mate. Right, is there a next time thing? Or a stinger?
I think that was the next time, some of those, because it said next at the top and then episode 2 at the bottom.
Okie doke then, I guess we're done with the first part of Mazinkaiser SKL. We have been introduced to the factions. We have the island, the gravity curtain they put on there to quarantine everyone is going wacky, so they gotta send in some real bad dudes to stop it. Hence, Kaiser. What do you think, mate?
Again, story a little bit over the head, but the imagery and everything is what I'm here for, and I'm excited to see what other wacky rocket punch shenanigans we'll get into.
Indeed. You ready for episode 2?
Oh yeah.
Let's do this. Episode 2 of Mazinkaiser SKL in 3, 2, 1. Hammer off. Straight into the OP this time, no need for a cold open.
Well, especially because if this was an OVA, you probably got all this together in one disc, right?
Right,
So,
yeah.
OVAs are such an interesting thing for Japan because either they're a bonus for, like, connected to a series, or they're just like a standalone purchase. The worst was the Rohan OVA. Do you remember how you were meant to get the Rohan, Thus Spoke Rohan Kishibe OVA in Japan?
No, actually.
You needed to buy every JoJo Blu-ray, and send all the proofs of purchases from all them to a mail order company, and then with the money for it as well. So not only did you need to pay, you needed to earn it by ordering every JoJo Blu-ray.
Araki, did you sign off on this? Because if so, what the fuck?
It's okay, it's all on Netflix now, so we're good.
Good. I think I've missed like 2 episodes of that thing.
OVA culture is so funny.
I didn't even know One Punch Man had OVAs by the time I finished the first season.
Yeah, sometimes you have to like really look for them. Like I'll be way done a show and it's like, oh yeah, you missed like 4 OVAs because they were only weird methods of getting them in Japan.
Ah, yes, that's the kind of title I like. Yes, we're still here, still posing.
Yeah, we needed to find a really cool rock to put our leg up on. You know, I was gonna yell at him for littering, but I guess it's already a wasteland, so it's fine.
Dude, it's a little shit prison island. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, there's no worries there.
I'd ask why this lady is a magician, but it really doesn't matter when it comes to anime aesthetics.
She watched A Clockwork Orange once and said, "Yep, that's my aesthetic now."
Well, first of all, they wore white and black primarily, Tanner.
Honestly, the only reason I brought that up is because she looks very similar to a character in one of the Fatal Fury games who was like literally just a Clockwork Orange ripoff. But then that was derivative already, so it's like just getting further away as it goes on.
She can only see these visions when partially nude. What a dump.
At least there's a nice couch. It's like they look over and there's one girl just still gyrating on one of the poles.
Oh. Well, gotta pay rent somewhere, I suppose.
I mean, she's contractually obliged to do it. It didn't say anything about what happens when they all die.
Ah, here they are. Nah, bitch. You cooking raw energy in here? These guys are fucking assholes.
They are, but they're kind of lovable assholes. I had to wear a suit like that once for work. It's terrifying.
What kind of work were you doing, Tanner?
I was getting rid of bed bugs in an apartment while I was working at my housing maintenance job, and that was the worst. Just the worst. 5 showers as soon as I got home. Hotter and hotter each time, and I could still feel the itching.
Ugh, bless you, mate.
Look at this, like, Spirit Tracks puzzle she's doing.
I was gonna say, like, one Castlevania game when you go to draw the sigils. Aren't they all problematic if they're all contributing to the problem?
I think it's more the fact that that's the one where there's currently the toughest guy blocking it.
Someone is taking a bath, my lord.
Feels like someone's watching me! Yo, he's ballin'.
To spy on you in the bath?
I like how, they're like, hey, if you work with us, we'll let you be friends with us on the island. And it's like, we literally just saw you blow up the earth. Like, I saw a vision of that. I don't think we can do that. All right, enough human drama. Let's get back to the mix.
Yes!
Oh, never mind.
We'll get there, don't worry.
I want to get my giant robots. I like how these guys are just like, yeah, we'll just go in there and just like rack up our combo counter a bit. Don't worry, you can go do your stuff. We're just gonna be getting, triple S rank on everything.
Ballin'. Oh, the main dude of Kaiser was Zio in One Piece.
Oh, okay.
Just having a look through more stuff, really. Seeing some Ultraman stuff in here, makes sense. Oh, he's Shulk's voice actor in Japanese.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I Xenoblade to me is like, you can't take away the British part of it, so I don't even think about, the Japanese voices.
Shintaro Asanuma is the dub voice for Drake of Drake and Josh.
Oh. That's another whole thing about, live action dubbing that makes you go, huh, I guess.
Drake, where's the Kaiser? Oh yeah, I'm sure they'll protect against the giant robots. And the missiles.
I love how it's just like, yeah, let's make this all look, like old school, ancient Asian sort of place. And it's like, but is it protect against missiles? No, the aesthetic matters more. Really? Arrows?
Oh no, they might ding the paintwork.
Or is it like Star Wars, where the bow and arrow is secretly the most powerful thing ever?
Now that's just rude. I'm gonna pop you in the snoz for that.
I'm gonna rip off those horns to make it look like you don't have horns.
Got him. I guess.
You got a parachute, right? No? Okay. Alright.
Bomb rushing guys with a sword? Yep, this is definitely Shulk's video.
Yeah, that's true.
See, I may prefer the English dub, but I respect the Japanese one, because all Xenoblade is good Xenoblade. Surprise.
Love that guy standing in the back like, I don't know what to do.
I don't get paid enough for this. I just thought it was going to be some role-playing thing on a prison island, and I'd go home and see my wife and she'd cook me a nice dinner, but no, now everyone's dying.
Yeah, this is like if you went to Disneyland and, you had the job of dressing up as like a stormtrooper, and then they're like, all right, you actually do have to like, shoot or get shot at. It's like, what? Sorry, what? I may be psychic, but I have no clue what you're doing.
We're basic bitches, essentially. Just keep them in the little cubby holes, isn't it?
Just, it's like how I keep my action figures tucked away. Little cubbies. Oh, he's a lot less big than I thought he was. Wait, what?
Sword fights do weird things to guys. Either they take it completely seriously, or they get lost in the bloodlust.
Just want him to like lick it and get a little bit of like the fur on there in his mouth and just start choking.
Oh, here's a fun fact. The guy who voices Garan in Japanese is the NME sales guy in Kirby Right Back at You.
Sure, alright.
Sometimes you just have to roll with it.
Oh, he's like, yeah, fighting in person's boring. I want to fight giant robot.
Oh, that's who he reminds me of. He's fucking Daniel J. Darby in Stardust Crusaders.
Oh, yeah. Now all we need is him to just start speaking with gratuitous English.
Open the game.
Go ahead, Mr. Joester.
That was the second one. Or was it the first one?
No, I think that was the first one.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Well, we're gonna watch Stardust Crusaders, so... Quick, to the giant robot we should have led with.
Yeah, it's the Power Rangers thing where it's like, yeah, you could start with a giant robot, but just thematically, you gotta build up to it.
I didn't have to come through the mountain. It's just a cool entrance.
Is there like some Mazinkaiser everywhere system where it will just appear whenever you need it?
You could turn Yakuza into a mecha anime so easily.
God, I would kill for a mecha Yakuza game.
It's exactly the same, but like Kamurocho is just like 50 times the size to accommodate for all the mechas and whatnot, essentially making them regular sized.
Boy, this sword is quite powerful.
Why even use the guns? Because I want to! He lives for moments like these.
Sword guy's just in the back now, just chilling, reading a magazine.
You done? Yeah, we'll get him eventually.
One will get through. Okay, I've been thinking, you know what the female looking robots remind me of? They remind me of the Metabots that have feminine designs. It's the shape of the face and especially the eyes.
Like the main chick's one, yeah. I win. What the fuck?
That's threatening. Oh, that's cool. So continuing the kind of Chinese mythology aesthetic, he looks like the gold and silver horned beasts from Journey to the West.
Oh, cool. No, I'm not done having gun fun.
It's like, yeah, like come on, you got to go fight him, hand to hand with your sword. Give me some experience.
I'll be back here playing on my Game Gear if you need anything, I guess. I'm already out of battery.
I was gonna make a battery joke.
Well, at least you managed to finish the entirety of Sonic Chaos in that time. By God.
I mean, honestly, from a practical perspective, how come every gun doesn't have, like, a knife attached to it?
Just had to throw that last one in there, huh?
My dick is way bigger, way huge!
I have more expendable guys than anyone on this island.
He's gonna purposely use the word destiny as much as possible now.
Huh? This strikes me as stuff in the original Mazinkaiser. Feel free to correct me, though.
That's a German word. Oh, he is not happy about that.
Yeah, what did they say? Did they call you a Frankfurter or something? Huh?
Is it just like a fancy word for clone? Because there's two of him?
Right in the tit.
Quick, get them water and a lozenge.
I mean, you get tired if you had to sing all day.
I'm helping.
It's not working, dude. Oh, okay, well.
Oh, sure. That's fine.
Hey, how come you get a gun and a melee mode?
Yeah. Wait, I hope we get to see the giant sword turn into its ranged mode. Bro, you're having a moment. You should probably switch out.
Yeah, this strikes me as something we probably would have learned in the previous thing. Now would be a good time to swap out.
just knock him out. That works, I guess.
Ah, fuck, roly-poly.
And this, kids, is why you always wear a seatbelt. That's just a fancy way to say GG easy no re.
Oh, Jesus.
Just had to get the rocks to their explosion threshold.
Oh, how I wish I understood what was happening.
I think she's trying to get something out of the ship that crashed at the beginning. Oh! Big titty robot, let's go!
I see.
Well, it's a good thing the eye of this robot isn't actually their cockpit.
So, what's going on? Are they like bio machines or something?
I'm thinking it's literally just like oil. You know, it's literally just the fuel for it. And I was just gonna say, I want to give money to the guy who decided, yo, what if like machines bled like humans with their oil? Because it's such a great idea to show like blood and gore with the robots.
I win. Ha 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 ha. It's gonna be a long walk home and a bitch of a bill to pay for reconstruction.
He's not happy with the amount of dusting he's gonna have to do now.
I'm sad though.
We're the cool brothers. We can never lose our cool.
I thought you were in hell already. No, I mean actual hell.
You say that, but one legitimate problem people have when translating from Japanese is that their word hell has like 6 different ways of writing it, all with different meanings.
Oh, jeez. Alright, let's skip through a little bit here. Skipping through. Alright, there we go. Episode 2 of Mazinkaiser SKL OVA. What did you think, Tanner? I can't say words anymore.
Definitely didn't hit the highs of the first episode. It was a lot more actual story. The first one was very much like, all right, check the action. This one's like, okay, now let's look at the story. I hope episode 3 marries those two concepts together. Story and mecha together at last.
Oh, Jesus. Alright, let me get this video up here. And, yeah, let's bring it home if you're ready, mate.
Mm-hmm.
In 3, 2, 1. And we're off with episode 3.
I will say, like, the army size in these are, like, what I would call believable. That's a believable amount of giant robots in an army.
Yeah.
It's not like Muso, where it seems like an infinite amount. It's like you see these troops, you're like, yeah, that seems like something that if there is robots at war, that's a good number.
No, I bathed too long and now my robot hope is dead. If only there were a second big titty robot who could help us.
But one as edgy as us, because the girl robots are fine, but they're not edgy enough. Ah, here she is. Those are some spikes. Those are some spikes. Oh my god, they are spikes.
Tit sword!
Well, at least this one has, functionality to having those on it. Oh, a little bit of Metal Gear Rising.
Yeah. As it is, she's mostly just paste. Alright, the conceit of the thing.
Earth's kind of losing its gravity.
Wub 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 wub.
There they go, off to space.
We should never have sent William Shatner into the atmosphere. This is the result of man's hubris.
Watch us learn that, William Shatner is, some guardian for the world, and it's setting him up there does mark the decline of humanity. How could we have known?
He came back down, he's not still up there.
Oh, did it actually happen already? I didn't even know.
Yeah, it was earlier today.
Oh, well, there we go. So we're good then. The world didn't end.
Oh, a real cute thing that I'm just reading. The most recent Super Smash Bros. Ultimate picture of the day from Sakurai reveals that Kirby does not wield a Keyblade after inhaling Sora. This is due to Kirby not being the chosen Keyblade wielder, according to Kingdom Hearts fans.
Yep. He gets a cute little star Keyblade, though, which, in my mind, is close enough to Kirby's canon Keyblade.
Well, I mean, it's like he's trying to form one, but like Axel, it took him a while. Fucking Darkstalker's robot.
No, you know what it reminds me of? Zero gets an ultimate armor in Command Mission, the Mega Man X RPG there, and it looks very similar with the bat wings near the head and stuff. Just, his titties are green instead of being spiky.
Okay, you can just call them orbs. You don't have to equate it to breaths every time.
They kind of are, though.
So fucked up, Captain.
Nope, there they go. Oh, that's horrible. Everyone's getting accurate. Isn't that what Doc Ock was trying to make in Spider-Man 2?
The gravity engine in the palm of my hand. Will it kill me if I get too close? No, sir. You are too badass.
You're built different.
What? Why are you naked?
Yeah, I'm guessing it's some cloning stuff, considering there's a bunch of him saying, yo, don't die.
Damn you, I would kiss you if you weren't so handsome. Might just do it anyway because you're so handsome.
Just want the other guy to say, "You'll make the devil cry." Well, you know what they say. Devil may cry. And then he just takes out the gun and the sword at the same time.
Looks directly at the camera. Yeah, we might want to get out of here. Any bright ideas? Oh, never mind, this'll do.
I think the gravity engine is helping them with that exactly.
Well, shit.
They just paid for that space burger. Okay, look at that guy's chin in the background. That guy is such a Go Nagai character.
Surprise, we're back.
Something, something, back from hell. Okay, can we just do this?
You are still in the driver's seat. Let me take over.
I just want them to be like, check this out, and then the seats move so they're just side by side. Oh! He's back and looking kinda gnarly.
This is just the in-between phase before he gets all mecharized.
I appreciate him going, using the guns was a bad matchup, but I don't care. I'm going to win with them. This dude looks like Zoda from F-Zero.
Was that really necessary? Oh my god, he can sense when his waifu dies. That's how loyal he was to her.
It's a little sense of losing something important to you. Like your spleen in this case.
I miss my intestines. Not being all smashed and whatnot. Seriously, can I take over again?
I love how he's like, I'm heading there right now. I'll meet you there, boys. Oh, okay, sure.
Oh, she's psychic, I can buy this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I can buy it anyway, because I know the rules of this world. I didn't watch the previous thing. For all I know, it could start with, yes, ghosts exist, and some people can see them, also giant robots.
I mean, you keep calling it the devil, but I think that's just as aesthetic. I think it's actually pretty firmly on the side of justice. So did he just, like, patch himself up in the robot after, just cover in bandages and I'll be better?
I guess he must have done.
The funny thing is, like, if he just called himself Lucifer, it'd be one thing, but Lucifer 4 is even funnier because 4 means death in Japanese.
Actually, now that I think about it, I just beat Aria of Sorrow, Castlevania, the other day. I think the experience that death gives you is 4444.
Yeah, because literally it's that amount of experience is death, 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 death.
What a narcissistic asshole. Alright, Rio's codename is Lucifer 4, Amon's is Amon 6, which is a reference to the demon Amon from Devilman.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh jeez.
I love when anime uses a bunch of English, because if you pause it, it probably amounts to nothing. I think my favorite is in Sailor Moon at one point. Sailor Mercury prints off a thing in English for homework, and it's just the Wikipedia page for, I think, like, a band.
The world's kind of ending now, guys.
Yeah, but look at this aesthetic. You're gonna let it go to waste?
Ah, fair enough.
I was wanting him to do the brave pose. That's not a brave pose.
It's sort of a brave pose. Discount brave pose.
It needs the camera angle just needs to be lower. I've seen that gif. I've seen that gif for sure.
I guess 2 robots versus 1 wouldn't be very honourable, and they're kind of busy anyway, so.
It's always a fun game with giant robots to look at it and go, where will the missiles come from? Oh, the stomach for this one? Okay. So the Iron Kaiser seems like it was a previously seen robot there.
A woman can't know this info. Dude, the world is fucking ending. What do you want?
Hey, if Shin Godzilla told me anything, it's that the world will end only because of the bureaucracy of levels in government. Like, literally, he's like, but she's not level 6. It's like, bruh, the world is ending.
Ah, I see.
I just want all the water to start going up into the air, too.
Man, we're gonna have to sing real hard to prevent that thing from getting inside.
Alright, bust out the Bee Gees. We gotta go.
Just walks down to, like, a safe room and is like, I didn't think it would come to this. A mixtape of Eiffel 65. Gravity powers. I get it.
Japan really likes the word Kaiser, huh? Oh, you know stuff's popping off when the lyrical music kicks in.
Yeah, insert song, let's go!
Oh? Sick?
Nice.
God, I love when robots just get new things. Are they both just blowing at each other?
Yes.
That's me and the local anti-vaxxer fighting down at the, local grocery department. Just both our breaths colliding.
Oh, Jesus. Which is odd considering you're supposed to be wearing a mask, but...
Ah, but I'm vaccinated.
I see. I can't really do much without my wings, you understand.
Yeah, she's like, well, I am now on the ground.
Do you want my tits as well? There's a sword in there. Oh boy.
Oh, that's heavy.
Sure hope Trunks is under there.
I just want him to yell. It's like, where do you want to be shot? He'd be like, preferably nowhere. The ultimate bro fist.
I've seen a beam struggle in my time, but never a fist struggle.
So, like, is the body just, like, T-posing down there now?
Yes, I would like to imagine so.
Makes sense. Just cancel it out.
Guy in the back's like, I didn't agree to this. I'm not the one at the controls.
He's like, wait, what? Wait, when did we agree to... Well, the guy in the back literally said he can't die, right? So he's like, he might actually have some qualms with that. Oh, what's your plan with the sword?
Ah, yes, the episode 1 thing.
I love a good breaker!
I'm on my bum.
It's gonna shove him into there.
Yeah, do it. You ever been thrown into a gravitron thing before?
No. Would you like to?
This is so fucking petty. They have to save the day, but they grab the villain just to make sure they all die.
Yeah.
I'd like to bet $10 on me not dying, thank you.
I'd like to imagine that, like, Hell has, like, a waiting room, and that's where they're all gonna meet each other. Just, you guys are idiots. No, you! Okay, a lot is happening right now.
Basically my brain when Sora got announced.
You know, they might have saved the day, but they didn't save the burgers that the kids were eating.
God rest ye gentle burgers. Oh, thank God the Amazon tribe survived.
Just cut to Tails. We did it! We saved the city!
We all did it together. What, destroy the world? Yes, we all did it together. Cool, are we safe now? Let's not build one of those things next time and just erect a huge wall instead.
It's a pretty crappy garden considering most of it was wasteland.
So in the end, he was more like an angel.
Just want him to emerge from the ocean, just like with an electric guitar.
Really? That's it?
Okay, the hard cut to Rock made me actually think he was playing an electric guitar for a second.
Okay, let's watch the ED, just for a sense of finality. So that was a pretty cool final battle. Overall, a lot of that probably would have made more sense if I had watched the original Mazinkaiser, I think.
Yeah, definitely. The nice thing about an OVA is you can just kind of accept it and move on.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to look into the story, it's there, it's out there. But, you know, even not knowing the story, I still enjoyed it because it's just cool anime mecha action, which is honestly, that's a good Wednesday for me.
Yeah, for sure. I was entertained thoroughly throughout. The characters were not super deep, but engaging for sure. I like the main duo. Yuki was a cool support character. Just overall, pretty pleased with it.
So I'm just doing a bit of reading on the wiki here. Apparently, the original Mazinger does appear in the novel version of this. So this was a novel originally, apparently.
I helped. Yeah, she did.
Definitely want to go back and look at some of the super moves from the Super Robot series that he does, because I know he's in it.
Very glad I did not skip through this time.
I want the exact same lasers to shoot them again.
Oh?
Okay, you just dropped a motorcycle. Sorry, what? What? What?
You know what? Fine. That's anime for you, and especially mecha anime. That was Mazinkaiser, SKL, OVA. Oh, I'm kind of... My brain is now, so...
Yeah, I feel like the white flash of light and total destruction of the gravity core, just seeing them riding a motorcycle that turned into a skeleton horse, that did that to my brain.
Yeah, basically. So thank you, Frost Samurai, for commissioning these. Had a hell of a time. No pun intended, even if I didn't fully understand the story, per se. But hey, that's going to happen sometimes with stuff you commission. We're not always going to be fully briefed and whatnot. So if you guys want your own TV or movie comms, especially OVAs, hit up patreon.com/HellfireComms. We're working through the backlog as quick as possible, so if you commission something this year, you'll most likely get it next year. But in the meantime, every penny helps to support HFC, and you will get what you've commissioned in the end. HFC, eventually. Trademark... quotation marks on quotation marks. I'm tired now. I'm logging off. Bye.